Hello and welcome to episode 1. I'm Bob Banner, and if you've joined me, we're going to begin an epic quest, a pilgrimage of sorts. So, basically, let's get spoiler alert. I'm going to get down to brass tacks. Spoiler alert. I'm going to give you my end goal, and then we'll recap from there. So, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and you're probably sitting here waxing yourself. So everybody's got a YouTube channel. What's so special about your YouTube channel, Banner? Well, let me tell you. First of all, I have I have a special skill set, which I think enables me to perform said task. By the way, I'm wearing the number 1, which is a double entendre, because this is episode 1. And if you know about the orange or black, that's for the General Lee. Let's not make it political on my bow and Luke Duke. But anyway, so I get a little long-winded, and from time to time, I get off topic. But let's get back to it. So what I'm trying to do here, I was sitting in my place, I had some time on my hands, and I said, hey, let's make a YouTube channel. Okay, what's going to set your YouTube channel apart from everybody else's? And then it clicked, an epiphany, if you will. Here's where my YouTube channel is going to be different from everyone else's. And I wanted to document this as well. So just in case down the line, when this blows up and becomes a titan of a show, and everybody's trying to follow the blueprint and whatever, because I got many ideas wrapped up in this idea. Anyway, so we're going to start, as you can see, my setup, rudimentary, brass tacks. I got my phone vertically, a little stand-up props there. Anyway, I digress. Here's the idea, or here's the end result. We're gonna make a mega multi-million-dollar platform, and you guys are here for the ride. But here's the plot twist. Plot twist is this. It's gonna be me and you guys. Okay, we're gonna make this road together. It's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna watch you. No, we're gonna interact. Okay, so episode 1 is basically, I'm gonna reach out to y'all. This is the tester. I'm gonna say, does anybody want to take this trip with me? Basically, I'm gonna put this out there, get some feelers, and then episode 2 we'll name the show. Episode 3 we'll inquire catchphrase. Then I'm gonna be outsourcing to you guys. I'm going to need people to come on board. Maybe help me with a background. Show me how to do this. Show me how to do that. Because right now, like I said, this is all Greek to me. I have no idea how to maneuver around this space. And I said, what better idea than to interactively with you guys, we'll move through it together. And then when I blow up, it's like you blow up. You see what I'm saying? When I blow up, it's like you blow up. I don't know if you see the vision or if I'm even explaining it to you correctly, but basically that's it. So this episode 1 is a test. I'm putting my feelers out there because I was like, yeah, what can I make a show about? I mean, I could talk about my many loves. I have many things that really interest you. Like, for instance, I'm big on music. Grew up in, the 80s, a man of a certain age. But, and I also was an artist of sorts. So I'm big on music. Should I talk about music? Everybody's doing recaps. Should I talk about recaps? We're going to get to that part, what this show is actually going to be about, but that's going to be way down the line. Right now, this is just the building blocks. This is me getting to know you, you commenting. The comments is going to be our bread and butter, because it's from the comments. I don't know those super chat. That's another language that these people be speaking. I don't know about that stuff. Right now, I'm not trying to get money. They say, get money. That's what DMX said, get money. That's what he's about. Anyway, so basically, like I said, episode 1, we're making a channel. I'm going to blow up with y'all. Y'all going to blow up with me. You're going to see the progression as the space probably change. I'll probably be up in a mansion by then. You know what I mean? I might have to come shoot from an undisclosed location and things of that nature. I don't think this layout is gonna. It took me like 2 hours, to be honest with you. It took me like 2 hours just to get this angle, because I know people are crazy critical on YouTube. People are gonna start to like, oh, zoom in here, look at here, look at this laundry. whatever. But listen, again, a man of a certain age, I could care less about being canceled or saying things that are appropriate or inappropriate. The only thing that I might, bite my tongue for is because, what I'm saying, we try to get money. You know what I mean? We want sponsors. Because I've been watching the game and I've been watching what other people do. So, sports show. Should I talk about sports? I'm not really a sports guy like that. You know what I mean? I stopped watching sports in like the Michael Jordan era. That's when, to me, basketball hasn't been the same since. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? I never watched baseball. Not my thrill. Something about watching men in tight pants like that. That's why I don't mess with football. Tight pants, men's jumping around, things of that nature. Baseball, at least they arm's distance. But football, I just can't get with it. And, I'm not a full contact type of fellow anyway. So I won't be doing that. So a couple of ideas. I'm going to try to keep my videos 15 minutes because it seems as though that's the modus operandi. That's what most people are doing. About 15 minutes. Although, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I've been sitting here talking to y'all for like a half an hour already. So I'm already see it's going to take a lot of my energy. Oh, movies. I'm super big into movies. We could talk about that, but I don't know. Or I could just do reaction videos. I love those court reaction videos. They be lit. The court joints and the people getting away from the law. I also like a lot of the prison joints. But, I'm not shouting anybody out right now. Oh, I love battle rap. Guilty pleasure of mine. But I don't really want to be known as a battle rap guy per se. You know what I'm saying? Current events, those are fun. But I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. you and I, we're gonna figure it out. You and I. Hopefully, it's gonna be you and a lot of y'all. Because that's the plan. This is a foolproof plan. And then after that, I even see down the line, after my thing jumps off, I become a mega superstar. We're gonna start giving out that same format and like maybe make a contest where we'll have somebody build a channel. I don't know, but I got many ideas. But basically, welcome to episode 1. You know what I'm saying? We're making a channel. Well, I would like to make a channel, and this is my idea. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw this out there, see the reception I get. I'm not overnight people gonna just jump on board because who would? You know what I'm saying? But that's what we're gonna do. I remember who was it? I think it was, but I don't want to just call it episode 1 because I think a lot of podcasters. I don't consider myself a podcaster. I don't know what I am yet. It's yet to be defined or discovered. But people like a lot of people would do like episode 1 where they don't really have a title, but they just have a episode 1 to episode 2. Then I think Joe Rogan does that. Joe Buttons used to do that. I don't know if he's still doing that. But this is gonna be a interesting journey. You know what I mean? And if it doesn't turn out to be nothing, what am I gonna do? Whatever. At least I have documented my story because, like I said, I got a lot of interesting stories for y'all from Queens, of course, all day. 718. I think they added 646. Is that Queens now too? I don't know. 718. I just represent the 718. Forget everything else. All those new. I think after, I don't know what year it was when they started incorporating other area codes, but that was like prohibition right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying for the legality of it, but it was like it was a big thing. They changed the area codes. Well, only a true New York or Queens native will feel that vibe. Anyway, so we're making a channel from toddler to blow up. That's the objective. We're gonna gather sponsors. I'm gonna get some of you guys maybe to get on board. We can make back behind the scenes, and that's gonna create controversy in itself because I already see it down the road. I already see how it's gonna happen. You're gonna be like, yeah, I started working for Banner Light, and then behind the scenes, then we had a great relationship, and then controversy. That's what's gonna happen. So I'm right now for the first couple episodes. This is what's gonna happen. We're gonna just go over the notes. If you guys got any ideas, throw them at me. I'll read the comments. So we'll maybe start off the show like reading the comments. See, it's all coming together. So I guess the first segment of what I do is we exchange pleasantries. Then I'll start reading the comments. And, just don't be weird. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all could be weird. I'll probably just not even invest in the weirdness, but I know y'all gonna be weird. Off rip. That's because that's what people do. They get weird. I don't know, for some reason. Anyway, so, yeah, I think we're in a good place. As I started off initially, I feel like I was a little shaky, but I'm starting to, once I start going, once I get lathered up, I just go for it. So I think that's what happened now. We're almost at, we got another 5 more minutes. So, yeah, we established the show. We established the perimeters. Next episode, what are we going to do? Name the show? I don't know if we should go straight to naming the show. Because I had some other shows prior to. I had my unboxing show where I do with my mans. And we would open stuff up. It didn't get like a crazy reception. I used to be on a online radio show called DTF. This is before online was like online. That had some stories in itself, you know what I'm saying? But I had a show on there called The Red Pill Live. But, funny story, I didn't know at the time, we're talking 20 years back. I didn't know there was a show called The Red Pill, and people were hitting us up, thinking we was The Red Pill. I don't know, it's a big whatever. But anyway, so I did have some channels before this. And I had my music channel, whatever. I did the unboxing. I did I tried to do a current events joint, but none of them really jumped off. So we're gonna approach this with a cooperative, because it takes a village. That's what they say. It takes a village. So you help me. How's that? Help me, help you. Nah, y'all gonna help me, help y'all. There you go. I think I said it right. So episode 1, episode 2. We established we're making the show. Episode 2, what should we cover? What's the next thing you should do? Okay, now that we have the show idea. Right now we have no cast members. I guess naming the show. I guess, yeah, you gotta have a name, right? Well, I remember Joe Buttons, when he started his joint, said, not to be named yet. I think somebody did that, which I guess for marketing and a marketing standpoint, I guess it's kind of clever. Oh, and my other show was Speak Up 718. And then I was going to go with the catchphrase. My slogan would be, see something, say something. You see what I'm saying? That's a New York thing also. They had a whole MTA or cop campaign where they see something, say something. Basically, they're telling you, drop it down. Snitching, that's what snitching was at its all-time highest. See something, say something. They had a whole campaign. But, I was going to adopt that. I thought that was pretty clever. Speaker 718. Of course, I'm from the 718 Queens all day. So that's an idea as well. So, again, episode 2. Let's put it on notes. Episode 2. I really don't know what we're going to tackle in episode 2. I want to say a bona fide name. Because I want to say a bona fide name. Yeah, we got to get a name. It's like, without the name, there's no identity. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get a name. So right now, I'm still moving with Speak Up 718. And then, my name's Bob Banner, so I was going to go with something like Bobby's World. It's a play off the that cartoon, the kid with the big head, the bicycle. I don't know, some of y'all might not, that might be too deep for you. Or it could just go Bob Banner, and doing that, I could like steer people to my music and other things. Also, I want to write a book. I got a book idea and I got a movie idea, but again, I digress. Episode 1 in the tank. We're gonna drop this, see what it does, see the reception that we get. Episode 2, if y'all choose to accept this mission. What did he say, James Bond? Is it James Bond? If you choose to accept this mission, it's Mission Impossible. If you choose to accept this mission and you come back, then I don't know. Tell me how you think we should do. What should be our next step? We established we're making a channel, and I believe that from the ground up to the heights. That's what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? Show y'all how I make my channel, and then we'll put a recipe. It's almost like a pyramid scheme in a sense. Anyway, I'm Bob Banner. Thanks for joining me. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Oh, you're supposed to say like, share, subscribe. I don't know how that works yet. But I thought that was kind of like begging in a sense. But then I saw a YouTube tutorial where it was like, yo, you gotta say that, because believe it or not, you would think it's like elementary. But come to find out, people in this space is not too bright. And you gotta like, yeah, could you please like, share, subscribe? But there's that. So catch y'all. Bob Banner, episode 2. We're gonna strike back. Tell a friend and tell a friend. See something, say something. You dig?